All right. On that note. All right, so what operation's happening here? Division. Division of rationals, okay? And so the process in which we did this was we called it a keep, change, flip. And here's the reason why, so therefore you can hear me say it as you go back and you watch this at times. If I have 1/2 divided by 3/5, I need to get this fraction out of the denominator, so I'm going to do it by creating a 1 multiplying by its reciprocal right there. And so that would cancel all that out of the denominator. What I do to the bottom, I have to also do to the top. So the keep, change, flip is not a technique or something trick that I'm teaching you. It has mathematical background on where it's coming from. And so what we do is we keep the first one, we change the second one, and we flip the last fraction. Okay? So if we keep this one, this is going to be 1 5p squared. This is going to change to multiplication, and this is going to flip to 5p cubed minus 35p squared all over 9p minus 36. And so now it's a multiplication problem, and in the multiplication problem what we do is we look to cancel numerator to denominator or denominator to numerator. And so right off we don't have any of that. And so what we need to do is we need to factor everything. So let's do some factoring. All right? Can I factor 1?
No.
Can I factor 5p squared? I can do it as 5p times p, but it's pretty simple, isn't it? Can I factor here? Yeah, this is a factor by grouping situation, is it not?
You can do 5p.
Yeah. All right, and so I can factor out a 5p what?
Squared.
Yeah, GCF 5p squared. And I'm going to be left with p minus, very good, p minus 7. Y'all agree with that? All right. What about on the bottom? Once again, it's a factor by grouping problem. Greatest common factor is 9. What am I left with? P minus 4. Do y'all agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Now let's see if we can do some canceling. Any canceling happen?
No.
5p squared and 5p squared, right?
Oh, no. Sorry.
All right. And so what about this side over here? Can I cancel the p's?
No, because it's numerator and numerator.
Well, it's numerator and denominator, so can I just cancel the p's out?
Yeah.
No, because if you think you can do that, does that make sense?
No.
Not at all, does it? And that's what you would be doing. You would be canceling like that if you just canceled the p.
No, you have to cancel the entire parentheses.
You have to, the entire parentheses has to be the same. And so I'm left with 1 times p minus 7. And then I'm left with 9 times
P minus 4.
and there you have it. I still strongly encourage you to leave it into factored form like this, because when we go to graph it, you're going to need it in factored form. Okay? The only time I would expand it out is if you were dealing with a multiple choice question that had multiple answers for you to look at. Any questions?